Here we go. Woo, the tailgate continues here today. What's up, Lady G?
How did you reel me in on this one this time?
I always will reel you in because I am the shark. But no, all joking aside, this crowd behind me, Lady G, is screaming staffing world. They can't wait to get into Gates next week. And you know why?
Why?
Because we have Mr. Tim Robbins in the house. They can't wait to check out Voice AI, booth 811. What's up, brother Tim?
How you doing, my man? Good to see you, Mr. Shark.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, Lady G, the pioneer of Voice AI is ConverzAI. I've known him from the beginning. There ain't nothing that can touch it, man. These guys and girls, man, they got it down pat. And it's a game changer in the industry, I'm going to tell you, for all sectors, light industrial especially, for hell yeah.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Tim, welcome.
And that's a plug. And Tim didn't even pay me for it. He might have to buy me a drink at Staffing World for it, but I'm just joking.
Listen, we'll celebrate my birthday at Staffing World too. It's okay.
That's it. So Tim, we talked off stage. How many Staffing Worlds have you been to? It's been a lot, man.
Yeah, I maybe more than I probably should admit to, but no, I go back. I joined the staffing industry. I've been working with the staffing sector since 2003. When I joined the staffing sector, I was part of the Monster.com, company, all that early stage, that .com, job board stuff, and been at it ever since. I look back at the, really the evolution of staffing, and I've been there for, I think, two really key pivot points in staffing. Certainly job boards bringing in, efficiency, and this agentic AI stuff that we're doing is just, game changing, business changing. And I'm really happy to be part of it and to be part of the staffing industry as well.
I love it. I got to ask you, over the years, hasn't staffing world evolved? I mean, seriously, from 20 years ago to now, it's like the Mecca.
Yeah, it's so true. One thing I think we think about, staffing world is it's a community. I mean, we go to other conferences and, there's a lot of people there, a lot of, folks from the industry, but staffing world's a community. You got folks, all different responsibilities within companies and maybe even different segments of staffing, but it's truly a community, a group of people working together to solve challenges, to celebrate successes, maybe to tell some tall tales around the bar every once in a while, but to have fun, work hard, play hard kind of group. And staffing world never lets you down if you're looking for that kind of fun.
Never. And what I got to tell you, Tim, Lady G, this is your first staffing world, right?
Yes, it is.
He's a newbie, Timmy.
Wow.
And it's funny because even Staffing World, it was in Charlotte a couple of years ago. And I was like, where was my invite?
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what, once you go to one, you're addicted. You'll go to every one. Am I right, Tim? It's like if you miss one, you're missing out, man. You got to go every year because there's so much information. There's so much hype, just like this. There's so much entertainment, but you're connecting with people that, you have lasting relationships with. Like when I connected with Tim 8 years ago, I mean, we've been friends ever since, talking about football, everything else. So I think these last long relationships in the industry are vital. You need these.
Yeah. I want to go back to the whole point of what Tim just said. Okay, staffing industry, work hard, play hard. And it sounds like a great time for everyone to go get round up, hyped up, and excited and get together.
Right on. Yeah, this is definitely that event. I mean, what will be, 1,500, 2,000 of our closest friends, I like to say, all converging, on this event. Many arriving on Sunday for Thrive, and we have the rest of our team rolling in on Monday. And candidly, I'll be there through Thursday. I have the opportunity to meet with the ASA board of directors on Thursday morning. Can't wait.
Oh, nice.
Fabulous.
Little insight for us, Tim. What's going on there, man? Can you give us a little insight?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're proud sponsor of ASA, and with that sponsorship, we have an opportunity to to meet with the group a couple times a year. But there's always, again, great learnings, great sharings that happen, and relationships to build and to nurture new ones to meet as well. The board has some new folks to it this year with, who we're looking forward to meeting. But it'll be a great 4 or 5 days in Orlando. Can't wait to get there.
It is. And I got to tell you what, guys, Lady G's going to love this. The keynotes, aren't the keynotes so inspiring? I mean, Coach K, we had Magic Johnson. Now we have, I'm going to throw it up here real quick. We have Katie. I mean, gold medalist. I mean, come on, Tim.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Can't wait to hear her message. And, again, there's so many sessions. So we actually have we'll be hosting a we're part of a session that will be taking place on Tuesday. The head of our product group will be on stage along with some others talking about AI and innovation within staffing. So be sure to check that out on Tuesday at 11:30.
Tuesday 11:30.
Yeah.
Nice.
We also have a booth. We're going to be doing some giveaway stuff. We'll be able to do demos and and really take a deep dive into what this agentic AI stuff is all about. And can't wait to have an opportunity to do that.
You know what, Tim? Real quick here on the Tailgate. 2 minutes. Tell everybody what ConverzAI is and how it's a game changer, brother.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, we're the pioneer of voice AI, going back to 2022. Our company was founded actually in 2019. So think about 2022, early that year. There wasn't even this thing called ChatGPT that had arrived into our brain. And
what's that? What's that, Tim?
ChatGPT? Before ChatGPT, our founder and a bunch of amazing engineers were off building this voice AI platform for staffing and recruiting. Since the beginning of time, has been this challenge in staffing. And that's candidate engagement at speed and scale, and that's really what we set out to solve from our first day. And that's continued to evolve into this agentic AI platform that is built to really solve solutions, big, hairy, bodacious solutions, challenges in staffing. Think about the inefficiency that exists. Again, there's never this perfect balance of candidates and recs. And my God, I got this database over here. And oh, by the way, I've only got 8 or 10 hours or 12 hours a day. AI is always on. AI has the ability to engage every candidate within seconds or minutes of them raising their hand. Imagine getting value out of this database that you've been building since maybe the beginning of time. And that's what agentic AI is solving. We're because of our pioneer status and the fact that we've been at it longer than anybody else. We've got now, up to 20 customers that have shared their success story. We were on stage recently, at a conference and had one of the earliest adopters of agentic AI and staffing talk about 10x ROI, talk about taking their company's NPS score from 56 to 92, 80% growth without having to hire additional recruiters. Think that's efficiency, that's ROI impact that everybody's looking for. Last I checked, margins aren't getting any bigger, right? There's still a lot of pressure. There's still, demand challenges in many sectors of staffing. So agentic AI is helping companies solve those big challenges, with technology while really enhancing candidate and recruiter experience. So I don't know if that was 2 minutes, but that's at a high level what we're doing.
David, right now, I'm just upset with the shark for us just meeting now. You could solve so many of my problems.
Oh, OMG. Come on, Tim. But I got to take all joking aside, Lady G, I'm going to tell you what, the scrubbing part of the database is so important. If you have 30,000 candidates out there, tell them, Tim, it'll scrub it down. So you bring them from the dead, or if they're inactive, push them away.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love this.
Unlimited capacity, and that's the human challenge that we're solving. And candidly, early on, I think recruiters were like, "Oh my God, is AI taking my job?" I heard one of our customers had a line. I just love to use it. It's like, AI is not taking your job, but another recruiter using AI is going to take your job. So get on the bus, and right, that's a
mic drop.
That's a mic drop, and so now customers are promoting the fact that they're leveraging our technology to go sell more business. Hey, we're an AI first, kind of staffing company, and that's solving the speed and the efficiency challenges that exist. So no more, hey, I use Monster. I got this candidate from Monster. I mean, I've been around for those days, right? I've seen that.
You could say anything you want about Monster. You put your time in there, man. You served.
But customers of staffing would push back if that was a candidate you found on the job board, and that kind of went away. And staffing became great adopters of job boards. Well, now AI is that next big pivotal opportunity. But I would argue that it's even greater than anything this industry's ever seen. And so there's going to be winners and losers, Shark. There will be winners and losers in these next 3 years. And was it Peter Diamandis also said that there'll be 2 kind of staffing companies in 5 years: those using AI and those that are out of business. And again, that's a pretty bold statement, but it's happening right before our eyes each and every day.
You got it. I pity the fool that doesn't use AI. I mean, seriously, Mr. T would say that shit, right?
Right.
You and Mr. T. But like, here's the thing, like there's things out there in studies where AI is already removing at least like 7 to like 10 hours worth of work automatically.
Yeah.
And it's, you got to lean into it. And if you're not, like you said, out of business.
It saves time. It
And
saves
Genevieve,
time. People don't understand that.
And for recruiters, the ones, the ones that are adopting it, they get that it's not going anywhere. And they also get that it's making their, their job more efficient. And so now they're spending time with those candidates that have already been screened, already been scored, already have a probability to submit. And that's where they're spending their time. So it's those higher leverage conversations that candidly are a lot more fun than, playing phone tag or, God forbid, doing up a query, building a Boolean string to build a query, to build a list of 100 people so you can maybe try to find or connect with 2. Technology can do that. And now you're having those high leverage conversations. Imagine technology writing back in insights. Think about the candidate records that don't get updated, after a conversation. Think about kicking off other tasks, the onboarding process, background check. All those things are all things that AI can help to solve.
100%. And you know what? Voice AI, guys, is always happy, right? It's never sad. It's always in a good mood. And seriously,
never had a bad day. Our virtual recruiter has never had a bad day. Never.
And they're always on.
They're always on.
They are. Anytime you need them. Hey, Timmy, real quick, Staffing World. What's one of your favorite things in Staffing World besides being at the booth and all that? Is there anything out there that you love to see or go to?
I mean, I always love the keynotes and candidly that the session where the industry's recognizing top employees of the year from the various staffing companies. I always get a kick out of that. But I also like the tracks. There's multiple tracks that are great to to kind of circle the agenda on. But I mean, listen, there's you've named certainly the booth time, meeting folks.
Oh yeah,
all those sessions. There's something there for everyone. So whether you're the CEO of a $1 billion company or a $50 million company, or candidly a recruiting lead or a sales lead, like there's something there for everyone. But I'd say the biggest thing is if you're going for the first time, Genevieve, drop that. If you don't, if you feel awkward meeting people, leave that home, just put yourself out there. Everybody's there. It's got something common, and that is, how do we advance this business? How do we help, people put people to work faster and more efficiently? And that's, I think that's something we all have in common at the conference.
Yes.
So even if you're not a networker, just get out there and have conversations. But
here's the thing.
Come by booth 811 to start, okay?
And it looks like we all have something in common. We have never met a stranger. So go to booth 811.
811. And you know what? If it's your first time, 1:00 on Wednesday, I'm hosting a virtual mixer with ASA for first-time attendees. So everybody will get a tour guide with me. So you're going to know the whole peeps when you're done with me, Tim. So I'm going to be taking a tour with all the newcomers, and we're just going to do and meet you, meet everybody else. So nobody's going to be sitting in the corner. We're all going to have fun.
Great idea. I love that.
No wallflowers, okay? I can feel like Shark's going to start picking them out. He's going to be like, nope, you're coming with me.
I'm going to bring the whole, everybody at 811, right? I'll be like, here's 30 people. Boom, Tim, take care of them. That's it.
I'll buy the drinks too during happy hour, of course.
Oh, he said that. Let me write that down. You know what? We're going to make a little rule of that. He's buying drinks for everybody. No, I'm just joking. But before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Advanced Partners. They put the fun, F-U-N, in funding. If you need funding, you need to call Advanced Partners. Hey, Timmy, it's been a pleasure, buddy, man. I can't wait. But before we go, we got something. Last year we did the yeehaw. This year we're going to do a wave. On 3, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Woo! You ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Woo! We will see you in the Big O, Orlando, next week. Staffing World 2025. Thank you, brother Tim.
Good seeing you, bud.